So a lot to get into, guys. A Love Island nugget video, a lot of hot topics, and we just have to go through each and every one. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back again, it is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, guys. It's just one click. Click that button and subscribe, and let's get straight into this video where we have a lot to divulge into. Where do we start? Let's head with the first look. So the first look has been released, and of course, you know, again, it's the Mitch, Abby, Scott storyline. Now, whilst this is, you know, good TV to an extent, I'm not gonna lie, it's not good TV, guys. It's good to like watch, there's curiosity behind it, but I'm not really, you know, running to my seat to watch this triangle form and find out what journey happens and what goes where and who goes where. I'm not really interested. Evidently, Abby does like Scott. She's having more conversations. The boys are kind of talking about it. And then, you know, there's this recoupling. I don't know if it's a recoupling or it's a dumping. I think it's a recoupling, and who ends up single is dumped. And people are saying Mitch is going to be dumped. That is, you know, what is expected. That's what the papers are saying. So we'll just see what happens tonight. But the first look teaser for today, it's giving filler once again. And I feel like this normally happens with these challenges like Casa and Movie Night. Things become super great, and then there's this significant drop with some of the seasons, and I feel like this season definitely has that, where the next day it's very anticlimactic, and I just find that interesting. Of course, you know, Mal's been speaking out to different articles, done interviews and etc., and has, you know, kind of exposing Sammy, basically saying that there were a lot of romantic scenes between them that were cut off, but also for the fact that Sammy did say that he doesn't find Jess attractive. Now this I wouldn't be surprised by, considering the fact that, you know, he said literally in his confessional to us as viewers that that's not her, you know, his type. So, you know, I'm not really going to be surprised by any of this. I do think that Sammy is playing a big game, and I don't think that he's into Jess. I just think that he knows that his chances of, you know, his journey on Love Island being extended is being with an OG, and that is being with Jess, let alone Amber. She doesn't really hold much weight coming into the villa right now. So therefore he needs to convince himself and convince her, more importantly, and convince the audience that he's into her. But I don't think that he is, because not only has he entertained multiple girls, he's been in very long triangles with Jess and a lot of triangles, but he has said that he likes these girls far more than Jess as well, but didn't expect them to be dumped so soon or for Casa to happen, and etc, etc. So I don't think he's into Jess in any capacity. He said it himself many times to us. I don't know who he's convincing at this moment of time. That I just don't see this couple working on the outside or even in the inside, guys. I'm not buying any of it. Don't care when I see them on my screens. It's boring TV. It's dried up narratives. I really am not invested in it. I don't care at all. Now, moving on swiftly, has been caught in, you know, taking substances. This took place a couple of days ago on Saturday morning, I believe, where, you know, somebody had filmed him. It looked like taking basically white powder, cocaine is what it looks like he's been taking, and he was in Ibiza. And whoever's taken, my issue isn't with what Davide is doing, it's with whatever friend is taking this video of him slyly, selling it to an article and making money from it. It's sleazy as hell, and it just goes to show you that people in the social media industry are very fickle, they're fake, they will lie to your face, and they will do stuff like this and try to make money off you behind your back of you doing activity that is deemed illegal. Now, everybody in this London, and all of these institutions, in all of these corporations, and all of the entertainment industry, so many people do this white powder. I've never done it myself personally. I don't do anything like this because I'm scared I will die. I know I'm very dramatic. I'm very dramatic because you won't die from it, but I just get scared. And I'm somebody who, I will be out in the festivals and the clubs till 4, 5 in the morning with the most energy, just high on life. I don't take anything. I don't drink anything. I'm completely sober. My friends are always like, how do you do it? And I'm just like, I'm just so afraid of taking something and not being in control of yourself. I find that so scary. So that fear, I guess, has allowed me to not want to go and experiment and investigate and etc. because Lord knows I don't want to be doing any of that. But what Davide is doing, half the people in London do it anyways. So I don't know why people make it out to be so salacious and shocking when the whole world does it at this point in time, especially big, huge banks. But that's, you know, a conversation for another day. However, it's not good for, you know, Boohoo. It's not good for his brand. It hasn't been a good week for him. You know, really bad announcements of the breakup. He came off bad, mentioning Ekin's mom, which was very unnecessary, etc., etc., replying to comments. And then, of course, this stuff comes out. Boohoo are looking, or any brands that he's working with are currently looking at him thinking, this ain't that cute right now. We'll just see what happens as time goes on, if he's able to recover or not. And I think that Davide will be fine. But at the same time, it's like, that's what I want to say. But I don't think it's that serious for everybody to be calling it a drug scandal. Like, it really is not that serious. He's not some kingpin, from what we know of. Ekin Su has broken her silence and she's come out with a statement to her stories, and this is what she has said. Hi everyone, I thought it was time to come back online to say thank you so much. It has shown me what a kind, supportive community I have. I took some time away with my family. I have such an exciting year ahead and I want to fully focus. I really appreciate your ongoing support. Basically, you know, keeping it cute, keeping it clean, and not being dramatic, not cussing him out, not responding to whatever he's doing, or, you know, stooping to that kind of level. She's just avoiding all of that, which I think is a good thing for her to do. Whoever's advising her with that statement, I think it is good. Just kind of avoid doing all of that and just continue posting if you wish to post, and, you know, continue with your career and trying to get XYZ. A lot can happen in a year. A lot can turn in a year. And I think that we've seen that with Ekin coming under Love Island, especially with what happened with Pauline, etc. But then also now happening with Davide. It's all happened in less than a year. Things can change quite quickly. And I'm just glad that she's come out with a statement that doesn't prolong any mess. And people are kind of just over with the storyline and done anyways. PR companies are coming out and are expressing that Maya Jama should quit Love Island. They are saying that she should leave the show whilst it's, you know, basically sinking. So this is very interesting, and they've spoken to different articles and they've basically said, as PR experts, that somebody like Maya Jama should leave the show. And this is what he has said. What's his name? PR director at Rise said viewers have seen enough and become bored of the format. He also added that Maya should take a leaf out of Laura's book and quit the show before it's doomed. Interesting. Maya's a fan favorite, but the show is dipping popularity. I'd follow in the footsteps of Laura and quit while you're ahead. However, another PR has said there's little to be earned by Maya where she jumped ship at this point. It would make her look fickle to potential future employers who might be concerned that she runs at the first sign of trouble. She should wait it out for at least another year before she even considers leaving. So for those of you who don't know, ratings are still extremely low. It did not pick up for the summer season. If anything, it's continued to decline. It's only just reached over 1 million viewers just at Casa Amor, and it's gone below 1 million once again. They've lost 50% of their viewership. You know, Love Island is a board format. It's very predictable. We've seen it even with this year, with movie night, and even with Casa Amor, that Tariq and Ella got back together again. Montel's cringe speech, all of this is just predictable. And we've seen a lot of it, and the format is predictable, whether we enjoyed this series or not. If anything, this series has shown that Love Island is really dying, because this has been a fantastic series of Love Island. Fantastic series. It started off from drama from the get-go, has been dramatic continuously, yet the ratings have not picked up on a fantastic series because a lot of people are just fatigued, overconsumed, not interested anymore. Everything has a shelf life, and the show's social media ban, you know, the ratings are still significantly dipping. And, you know, the Islanders are coming out with 20, 30,000 followers. They're barely getting any uplift. Was it an investment for them to even go in the first place if they were looking for followers and brands and career and etc.? You know, it just shows to you that the Love Island career no longer exists anymore. You can't go in there and try to find a career. That ship has gone and sailed, and it's just another reality TV show in the future that will come. Or is reality TV dying in terms of what it can do for you? Because I know the influencer market is 100% dying, and it's dying very fast, guys, especially on Instagram and TikTok. It is dying. I've also noticed that a lot of TikTok influencers who've got huge millions of followers are trying to come onto YouTube, but they emulate that same following they have on TikTok on YouTube, as well as the fact that the following that people have on TikTok, it's not loyal because they're not looking at you for long form content. It's short form, quick swipe, swipe, swipe. They're not as committed to you. Well, some obviously are, but the majority, I feel, are not committed to you. Whereas here on YouTube, people are more committed to you because they're watching you in long form. And therefore, I do believe that as a content creator influencer, YouTube is the best asset that you can definitely have, which is why some Islanders are clocked on, like Molly May, who, yes, she was a YouTuber before, but as soon as she came out of Love Island, she continued on YouTube, and she has maintained herself on YouTube continuously every other week, talking about issues that affects her, being realistic about stuff. It is a very personalized space, and I think that it's good for followers because, you know, it's a better relationship for us. You see me every day here, guys. It's a better relationship for us. I'd rather be here than any other app, to be honest with you, which is why I am. So I do feel like, I don't even know what the hell I was talking about, the way I just jumped into influencer marketing. But I just feel like when it comes to the show, it is dying. I don't think Maya should leave right now. I think Maya is a fantastic host, and she's been absolutely amazing in these 2 seasons. Like, I can't fault her. She's done fantastic. But at the same time, I can see why they would say what they say, and that ratings are just not rising. They're just not going anywhere. The producers want to bring back winter version as well, and it is a shame because I thought it would have risen for this, season. When it comes to interviewing the Islanders, to me it is becoming boring. I'm so sorry, I don't know what it is, but for me to sit down and ask an Islander, who kissed who, why didn't you kiss this person, what do you think of this person, who's the messiest person on the show, it's boring to me. It's reductive to me. It just seems like I'm just kind of over it myself. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of over it. I want to hear stories, people, how they've survived stuff, how they've overcome stuff. Even the interview with Zita, well, that was a great one because it's just like, not only are you telling me you've broken up with somebody, but the mental tenacity for you to overcome that struggle. Stories, that's what I'm interested in now. I'm not interested in sitting there and saying who kissed who, and what do you think of this person, and what scenes weren't showing, because I feel like it's just repeated same content, and it just gets boring. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this, guys. Subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys soon for another video. I was just running my mouth again, and a tangent. I don't know why, I just go off sometimes. But anyway, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review.